Yo, what is going on? How is everybody doing? Forza, Forza, Forza Milan. As always. What's up, Joel? How you doing? We got Bilal from Manchester. And we have Joel. What's up, guys? How is everybody doing? Hopefully everybody is okay. I am training to become a journalist, guys. I'm training to become a journalist. So I decided to just put clickbait on the titles so far. I'm just going to put straight up clickbait from now on, just like how the journalists do. All right? See? Very good. Renato Sanches will be a Milan player, guys. I have a feeling that this is going to happen. I'm going to call it right now. I have a feeling that Renato Sanches is 99% sure coming to AC Milan. 99% sure. The only issue is Arsenal. But Renato Sanches is obviously not in a team right now in which he can have great ambitions, right? He's being sent in and out alone. This player is definitely on the move. There was he had an interview just a few days ago, I believe, and he said, you know, if there's an offer that comes, he's ready to make the move. We know Arsenal is after him, and we know that AC Milan is after him. So obviously, guys, with Kessie and Benacer leaving, obviously with those two players leaving, Milan have to get a fucking good midfielder. Like they have to. It's not even a matter of should they. It's a matter of they have to. They have to get a really good midfielder. And it makes sense. The stars are colliding. The dots are connecting. Anything less than Renato Sanches feels like we would be doing something wrong. Anything less than Renato Sanches, to be honest with you, because obviously in January is no joke. January is no joke. January is absolutely no joke, guys, because January is a great opportunity for Milan to gain some points from Inter. Inter has a super tough schedule in January. Like, we have somewhat of a tough schedule, but nothing like what Inter has. But it doesn't matter. We still need top players in the club. When you lose your two best midfielders, we're talking about the two best midfielders that today play for AC Milan, Benacer and Kessie. You could add Tonali in there. But those are the two midfielders that have carried the team mostly, especially Kessie. You lose that for the whole month of January. You better replace those players with a great midfielder. Renato Sanches, guys, is going to become that midfielder. Whether Yes, I love Renato Sanches, but hope he stays fit. That is something that we have to look out for when it comes to Renato Sanches. He does have injuries. Maybe Milan should just stop getting players that are under the knife the whole time. Buon viaggio, Frank. È stato un piacere. We need Renato Sanches, or at least somebody, because Bakayoko being a starter will not turn out. No, Bakayoko, Tonali, and Krunic, guys. I mean, you cannot, obviously, guys, you cannot have a midfield with Bakayoko, Tonali, and Krunic. That's never going to happen. That is never going to happen. You need top midfielder. So this is why I'm so confident that Renato Sanches is going to be that player. Just the most logical solution. It's the most logical solution. Magnan can maybe convince Renato to join Milan. Our only hope. Yeah, Magnan is there, but also, the fact that the two clubs are owned by the same management, or rather the same owners. It's the same owners, Elliot. There's definitely that connection there, right? It's not like Mendes is doing business with anybody new. He's doing business with the guys that have Renato Sanches at Lille. Now, one thing I don't know about Renato Sanches is how come he's not playing at Lille? Like, why? Or is it Lille? Yeah, why would Lille get rid of this player? I don't know the history of Renato Sanches. I don't know what's going on there. I know Renato Sanches from the international tournaments, like the Euros, right? I saw him with Portugal, and he looked great. He looked, he's like a Verratti, he's that kind of player. He never loses the ball. He's super technical. He likes to attack space. He can even be dangerous in front of goal. But I love super technical players. I love the super technical players, and he's a tough bull of a fucking midfielder in that middle with pristine feet. So he plays for Lille. He's coming to Milan. We always find a way to get players from them. Yeah, and that is because most likely the management, the Elliot, not the management, the fucking ownership, Elliot. Anyway, guys, I wanted to go through some of these Sempre Milan topics here that are pretty interesting. Lille fans probably hate us. Yeah, whatever. Who gives a shit? They beat us last year. What, 3-0 at the San Siro? Was it at the San Siro where we lost against them? They did not make us play. All right, guys. So check this one out here. Talking about clickbait, huh? Talking about clickbait. Kessie moving to Inter. Guys, I can do this, guys. I can totally do this. Guys, I'm going to click the shit out of every video from now on. You know what? Fuck it. If they do it, I'll do it. Okay, so what's up with Kessie going to Inter? Have you guys heard about this one? Frank Kessie contract with AC Milan will expire at the end of the season. Okay. The midfielder has had some ups and downs. Let's go straight to the meat. Speaking live on Sky Italia, cited journalist Manuele Baiocchini shared some updates on the matter, or rather, he reiterated the distance between Milan and Kessie, but also added that Inter could swoop in again. As far as Kessie is concerned, there hasn't been a resolution with a request that is considered excessive by Milan, and an offer that was 5 million plus bonuses to reach almost 6 million. It's a lot of money, but evidently the player is convinced he can get more from another club. Perhaps abroad or perhaps in Italy, because there are clubs like Inter who have taken Çalhanoğlu and who have always had Kessie in their sights. I also say that for Ausilio, Kessie is one of the players he would like to snatch from Milan. We'll see if Kessie will remain at Milan in the end. At the moment, I think it's difficult due to the distance between the offer and the player's request. Then top clubs like Inter can think about it, or he can go abroad. But Çalhanoğlu teaches, he stated. After what happened with both Hakan Çalhanoğlu and Gigi Donnarumma, we simply cannot rule out this hypothesis. Hopefully, it won't come to that, as teams abroad are also interested in Kessie's services. And also, Kessie is a good friend with Çalhanoğlu. Could this happen, guys? I don't know. I don't know if that can happen. It is possible, though. The history between Milan and Inter, as far as exchanging players, is pretty rich. So there's been a lot of players that have come our way, gone their way. So is it possible? Yeah, it is, guys. It is possible. 100%. It is 100% possible. And I don't think Kessie really cares about, what the fans think. Also because in Milan, in the city of Milano, Inter fans and Milan fans aren't like pieces of shit, to be honest with you. Maybe you have the few, but for the most part, you can go from Milan and then to Inter and still live in that city, and you won't really get that much shit. It is possible, sure, why not? If it does happen, fuck that. But I don't think I think he wants to go to England. I think Kessie wants to go to England. I think a team that I think Manchester United is probably going to snatch him up. I think Manchester United is probably going to get him. Either Manchester United or Tottenham. Conte really likes what's up, Safe? You saw reports that he actually prefers Arsenal. That could be Arsenal propaganda. Yeah. But anyway, I spoke about that. I don't want to speak about it again. I think he's coming. We'll see. As far as Kessie goes, yeah, I think it's going to be either Manchester or Tottenham. It's one of those two clubs. Maybe Juve could get him. We got to watch out for them, because Juve does not give a shit about getting players from the bigger clubs in Italy. They've always done that. They don't give two crap. They haven't had that much success with Milan, but we're going for younger talent now. But Kessie on a free, on a decent contract could be done. Yeah, I think so, because I think Manchester United has absolutely no problem giving Kessie's agent his commission. One, they would have absolutely no problem giving his commission. And also, Manchester United pays their bench players as much as we pay our starters. So, it's like paying Kessie more money is not a problem for them. It really is not a problem for them. Going to Arsenal is a great way to ruin your career. Look at what happened to Thomas Partey. If Juve gets Kessie, they're winning the UCL. Probably. They could. Yeah. I see him going to Tottenham or PSG. PSG also, because Leonardo has said that he is interested in the player. So PSG is definitely one of them. Tottenham, I know Conte has wanted Kessie, and then you have the Italian guy running the show there, so he knows what Kessie is all about. The guy that was at Juve, and yeah, what's his name? Paratici. What the hell is his name? Anyway, so Kessie, we got to get ready to start living our post Kessie Milan fan life. That's going to happen. All right, let's see what's going on with Castillejo and Conti. Castillejo has proved to be quite useful for Stefano. By the way, guys, every time Castillejo has played, he's had decisive plays, like plays that have given us points. I've always liked Castillo. I've never had absolutely any issues with Castillo. Every time he played, I thought he played like a warrior. He respected the badge. He never complained. He always accepted everything. I've always respected Castillo as a footballer and as a player. I will never, ever, ever participate in the shit talking and the banter that was done towards him. So unnecessary and so disrespectful. But regardless, Castillo is in the verge of moving away, and that is probably going to happen this. Let's see. However, as reported, there is no doubt about his future with the club. Real Betis tried to sign him in the summer, and now Genoa have expressed their interest with former Milan man Andriy Shevchenko at the helm of the club. As for Andrea Conti, it's been confirmed that he will leave the club in January, but it perhaps won't be super easy to find him a new club. Although Empoli have initiated contacts, a very low transfer fee, if any, should be expected to the Italian international. Therefore, okay, so Conti to Empoli, that's actually a really good operation for Empoli because Conti is a good player, guys. I mean, Conti is a player that will push up and down the field. Empoli right now having that kind of a fullback, it would be really good for them. Haven't seen how they play against us. Conti would do really well for Empoli, so that would be a good option for Conti. That can even get him back into the national team because he's definitely going to be playing for Empoli if he goes there. So Conti, that's a good one for you. Accept it. Accept it. As far as Castillo to Shevchenko, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because Genoa has a real chance to get down to Serie B. So what is Castillo going to do? Is he going to be stuck? What if he can't? They can't save Genoa. Is he going to be stuck in Serie B? I don't know. This is a difficult one for Castillo. Castillo deserves to be in a club fighting for Europa League, or even. I mean, I think he deserves to be a Milan, guys. I think he deserves to be a Milan. But he can be fighting for any kind of club that has much higher objectives. So I don't know about Castillo going to Genoa. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea for anybody to go to Genoa right now. Genoa is a sinking boat. The project is failed. Why are you going to the owner Preziosi? I don't know. I don't even know what's going on with him. There's been a lot of scandals. There's been a lot of scandals in that city as far as those two clubs. Same with Sampdoria, both presidents, etc., etc. He should go. I see Castillo good at maybe like a Sassuolo. He could go to Sassuolo. He can go to Bologna. Bologna could be a good destination for him with Mihailovic. Those mid-table teams in Spain. Kessie should go to Barca. Yeah, he could probably help them. Guys, by the way, Barca is being connected with a lot of Italian players, which is kind of weird. That is usually not the case. And those Italian players are Bernardeschi and Bellotti. It's like, what? What the hell? All right, guys, this one here will piss off a lot of you. This one here will piss off a lot of people. In the last few, this one comes from Di Marzio, the one that a lot of people fucking love to idolize, the journalist, that says the truths or whatnot. The RossonARI certainly missed the presence of Rafael and Ante Rebic. Listen to what he says. Di Marzio, who also stated, this was reported by Gianluca Di Marzio, who has stated that Milan won't make any signings for the attack next month. Not only Di Marzio was talking about this, but also Pellegatti was talking about this. That the idea is, like, we don't want to make any new signings, offensive signings, because what happens, their thing is, we want Leao and Rebic and everybody to come back, because once everybody is back, they're going to have an excessive amount of strikers, and that can cause a problem. Now, let's be honest about this. It is true. It is true that you don't want to have so many strikers because strikers want to play football. And having so many strikers means that you're going to have a good striker that is going to be on the bench. You know, I don't know if that's good for the locker room. Actually, it's not good for the locker room at all. Um, I agree with this sentiment. We don't really need offensive players. Um, we just need to keep them healthy. But if they do get an offensive player, I mean, good. You know, it'll at least maybe they can. We need a winger or a cam. Well, I mean, I think this now, not necessarily the cam. This I don't think this is referring to the cam role, but it is definitely referring to the winger for sure, because those positions there are considered offensive position. Maybe let's see. Let me read it. Instead, they will rely on the return of the affirmation duo with the hope that they will stay fit. It does make sense that there usually aren't many questions marked with regards to the starting 11 when they are available. Either both start as Rebic as CF or one of them starts on the left flank. The return will also. I mean, if they get one, sure. Ibra Larabjur are more than good enough for the striker roles. But maybe the winger, maybe the cam, but I think this includes the wingers because Milan is going to have too many. You're going to have too many players too. There, I mean, there's no such thing as too many with AC Milan because the players are always injured. But then you're going to have another guy like Castillejo. Someone is going to become the new Castillejo that is just never going to play. You know, like the rotations. These are the rotations. Is Messias going to be that guy? Are you going to put Messias on the bench like Castillejo? You know, is it going to be Brahim Diaz? Who are you going to sacrifice that is going to be on the bench the whole time? Who is it going to be? We can't rely on anyone to stay fit with this medical team. Yeah, I mean that is the thing. Like we go through these moments where it feels like we do need many more bodies. But what happens when the team is fully fit and it stays fit for a month or two fits? It's like, who are you going to be on the someone? You're going to have to like burn someone. We can't rely. Perfect scenario ZH type who can play right wing and cam. Okay, but then who are you going to burn? Who are you going to take out for ZH? Diaz. So you take out Diaz of the squad, you take him out, and you have this other guy come in. You know, I don't think Milan, but realistically, is Milan going to do that? Now, you maybe say want that to happen, but is Milan going to do that? I don't see Milan doing that. I really don't see them doing that. Not right now. I don't think they're doing that. I don't think so. I think maybe they could have done that, maybe, but the Kjaer thing created a little bit of a storm. So now, obviously, they need a defender. They need to get a defender because of the numbers there, according to everybody's status, right? I mean, you're missing Kjaer, so they want to get a big defender, a reliable defender that can cover up, can patch up Kjaer's situation. Which, by the way, guys, I know you're not going to like this one either, but watch out for Francesco Acerbi. Watch out for Francesco Acerbi because the guy has definitely broken with Lazio. He's definitely on his way out. It is possible Milan, how they like to do their operations, kind of like a Mandzukic, kind of like Ibra, like these kind of players. Like I don't count out Francesco Acerbi joining AC Milan for the next 6 months. So Sven Botman is not coming. I think Sven Botman is going to be very difficult, to be honest with you. Now, if Sven Botman, guys, if Sven Botman comes with Renato Sanches, I mean, bro, like that's A plus, A plus. I don't think we can do the A plus just yet, but maybe. Hey, I'm all about it. If they come, they come. I'm all about it. Zimbabwe, I think it's either now Bremer with the whole Pobega thing. I don't know about that. We got to watch out for that. The most realistic one is a Chadby. But a Chadby is obviously not someone that you want to build a team around. It's just someone that you're bringing in to patch up that situation. Magic, what's up, Anwar? How you doing? Yep, rumors of a 5 million deal. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Magic might help Paolo Maldini with Botman and Sanchez. What about Milankovic? Difficult Milankovic because Commisso likes his heavy wallets, right? He's not gonna. It's difficult. You know, we know that dealing with Fiorentina is very difficult. You have to give them a lot of money. So Acerbi is a very underrated defender. He also was a Milan player, so he has a point to prove. Well, I think he's a very good defender. He is a very good defender. I mean, he's a national level defender. Obviously, he's not as exciting as maybe the kind of defenders that we want. We do know that he is not a 100-meter sprinter. Okay, he's definitely not a 100-meter sprinter, but he's a guy with a lot of personality, good technique. Acerbi is a good fix for a very realistic price. You want a number defender of that quality. Yeah, and that's why Anwar, I think it's the most realistic one. Exactly for those reasons that you put there. Exactly for that purpose right there. So I definitely see that happening. If I were to bet on the January transfer market, I say Renato Sanches and Acerbi will be wearing the AC Milan shirt and competing for AC Milan. Just out of, but Acerbi just because it's practical. Two players that are linked with Milan already got brought by clubs this upcoming winter market. Now, I think you're referring to who, Icone, who was gone to Fiorentina, and Boga, that has gone to Sassuolo. Yes, I agree. I'd rather spend on a cam or a rowing. Okay, so now I'm not convinced that they're going to spend money on a cam and a right wing. Maybe the cam, but not the right wing, guys. The right wing, I don't think is going to happen. I don't think the right wing is. Maybe the cam, but I don't think the right wing is going to happen this January transfer market. I don't think that's going to happen. Not the right wing. Guys, I know you don't like it, and believe me, you do. Renato, I believe, prefers Arsenal for many different reasons. Well, we'll see. Guys, we're going to open up the lines in a little bit. So if you guys want to come up here soon, we're going to talk about it. But I don't know. I've the research I did not see that. Maybe I missed something. You got to watch out for who is saying that. And is that just your feelings? Like, but Arsenal is a club that suits Renato Sanches and the way he plays. England, London is a great city to live in. So, it's a modern city and it has everything pretty much. So, I see why he would choose Arsenal, but Milano is also a pretty modern city. Yeah. Well, I don't know, guys. I think Maldini is going to go in for the kill with this one. He's going to go in for the kill. Thing is, Ali can play a cam too. I think they're bring back Ali and now. Today, I saw a report saying that Ali is definitely not coming. Not a report. What's his name? Pellegatti said that, but that does not mean it's true. It is possible that Ali will be coming in January, but another one that I'm not seeing that happening. I'm not seeing that happening. It is possible, though. It is possible. Thing is, Ali can play a cam too. I think they'll bring back Ali and buy a winger on the right, especially that Castillejo and Conti are bound to Genoa. Now, if you buy a winger, you are sacrificing one of your players. So you're putting one of your players out of the squad. Which one is it going to be? It's not going to be Salamakers. We're not going to put Salamakers out of the squad. It's not going to be Leao. It's not going to be Rebic. It's not going to be Macias. And they don't want to put Diaz out of the squad. And they want to keep Krunic in the mix too. So if you get a winger, you're losing a player. Is Antonio the transfer going to come back, or we lost? This is a good time for Antonio to come back, guys. This is a good time for Antonio to come back. Milan needs to sign pre-contract agreement with Kamara before other clubs come in. Corona from Porto is a good option on the wings. Kamara is actually a possibility. Kamara is a possibility because we need a strong defensive midfielder. So if it's not Renato Sanches, it could be a Kamara situation. We'll see. We'll see. I see Renato Sanches coming, though. I don't see this one. That's the most logical one. Milan needs to sign a pre... Oh, yeah, okay, just read that. Anyway, quite interesting shit. Quite interesting shit. So let's look at the next article here. What the fuck is this? Now, this is another player that should be playing with us, but I don't know what the hell was going on when we made this. Pobega, guys. This is what happens when you do Pobega. Ziyech leaving and Milan looking to get him. I mean, hey, if Ziyech comes to Milan, that's great. I'm not complaining, guys. With Kessie and Conti leaving, I think we're getting one. I don't mind striker cam or right wing on this. Points, man. We know 3. Well, let's see, guys. If a winger is coming in, or any new attacking players that can bring more, more excitement to the team, more energy to the team, more quality to the team. Obviously, that is great. That is great. And guys, believe you me when I say this, that Milan is in the process of becoming that club, a club that every single year you're going to get 2 or 1, maybe 3, important players coming out of the club. It's going to happen. Okay, as reported by Calciomercato, the clause doesn't have any expiration date per se, but it will be removed when Pessina reaches 100. Yes, right. He is currently at 75, meaning he will get there start of next season. Milan perhaps holding out hope that he will be sold before then, either to them or another club. These scenarios are very unlikely, though, as Atalanta see Pessina as a future captain of the team. The RossonARI will, however, get $2 million compensation from Atalanta as soon as the clause is removed. This is peanuts compared to the value of the player now, but it will at least give Paolo Maldini and Ricky Massa $2 million. Get out of here, bro. What a fucking piece. This is a failure of an operation. Guys, this right here is called a failure of an operation. Absolutely failed operation. Made no sense. Just no sense whatsoever. Disgusting. Okay, so guys, speaking of offensive players, what do you guys think about this one right here? Atalanta are open to January exit as Milan Juve expressed interest. AC Milan are expected to bring in a center back this January, but it could be more than that. One thing that the RossonARI have struggled a bit with this season is scoring, and Luis Muriel has been reported as a target. According to Sport Italia, Gianluigi Longari, Muriel would like more playing time, and after the arrival of Jeremy Boga, by the way, guys, Boga to Atalanta, that's big. It could result in a transfer. Obviously, someone is leaving there. The Bergamo side would like to keep the striker, but it's situation to follow. And Boga kind of plays in that same area where Muriel plays. Muriel could be he could be interesting, actually, Muriel. The question is, would you rather have Giroud coming in being that second guy after Ibra? Or would you have Muriel coming in? I would have Muriel coming in, guys. I would definitely have Muriel coming in better than Giroud coming in. No disrespect to Giroud, of course. Giroud, World Cup winner, whatever. But Muriel can play. Bruh. Muriel, you put that ball under his feet, the guy is not going to lose it. He's going to create space. He's going to dribble. He's going to take you on. He's going to find the pass. He's got a wicked free kick. He's cold as fucking ice. The guy comes off the bench, scores every game. Muriel will be a great. I'd put Muriel. Okay, guys. Maybe I'd put Muriel over Belotti. How about that? Maybe I'll put Muriel over Belotti. Yes, Muriel as that second guy coming in. Muriel as your Tommaso, right, or your second striker. I mean, come on, Giroud is on his way out. I would have all three because our Italian striker is always injured. Oh, Pellegrini, right? I forgot about that guy. I completely forgot about him. Wait, does he even belong to it? Is he even playing football? In addition to Juventus, who have probed the ground recently, Milan are also following the situation with great interest for now. There are no margins for a negotiation, but it cannot be excluded for the future. Okay, I don't see this happening. I don't see that happening. The likes of Ante Rebic and Rafael will be back from injury next month, and Milan already have Zlatan Ibrahimovic of Giroud front. There's no doubt, however, that Muriel will be a good signing. Yes, it will be a good signing, but I don't see this happening. I don't think this is going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, guys, here they come. According to Rudy Galletti, this is the Mexican international was heavily linked with Milan in the summer. And although that didn't pan out, his agent has now offered him to both the RossonARI and Sevilla. So there you go. Would Jesus Corona be a winger that Milan fans would be happy with? Is he the winger that we're looking for? Now, I know he played with Porto. I'll be honest with you. I didn't notice him, guys. I did not notice him. Was he on the left? Was he on the right? I don't remember him. But I know a lot of people talk well about him. So this is an option here. The winger who can play on both sides wants to leave Porto and is ready to find himself a new club. However, given that Milan already have Junior Messias, a signing is very unlikely also because they have... yes. I think the Messias thing, guys, Messias has been a big success. I don't think we're looking to take out Messias's position out. This player here, I just don't know him enough to really have an opinion about him. I'll be honest with you. Corona is a solid maker, but his style is a better crosser. He usually plays left wing, but can play right wing and camp too. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. This is an opinion piece right here. Frank Kessie contract was part of the end of the season is yet to reach an agreement with AC Milan. A renewal of the situation of guard has to be clarified, etc. As highlighted by Milan, the question of marriage regarding whether Milan actually need the midfielder or not, a reactionary perhaps, but also something that has been necessary to ask that Kessie might leave. Do we need the midfielder? Yes, 100%. I'm Mexican and Corona is out of form for a club and country. Would have been better if we got him in the summer. Aha, there you go. What, Anwar, watch out for Salamakers. He's coming in strong. With 5 days left of the year, it's an appropriate time to rate Kessie's performance for the RossonARI. He was mostly brilliant for the first 9 months of the year, but this last quarter has been tainted by the doubts of his future. He hasn't been able to replicate the impressive consistency Milan fans have become used to, resulting in some ups and downs. Naturally, this hasn't made the contract situation any easier with the RossonARI fans, feeling that he's asking too much. He really is asking too much. Let's be honest. He really is asking a little bit too much. With that said, 15 goals and 4 assists cannot be considered negative for a midfielder. That's pretty good. His assists are pretty low. There's no denying, however, that we haven't seen the Kessie capable of dominating away Atletico Madrid and Atalanta recently. Okay. Indeed, while there have been ups, there also have been messy performances. Yeah. Okay, get to the meat and potatoes. So that begs the question: do Milan need the midfielder? Yes, but only if he performs at his usual level. Okay. A resolution to the contractual situation could perhaps sort this, but that's an event. So, guys, it is possible that we saw the last game that Kessie ever played with an AC Milan shirt against Empoli. That is possible. Now, actually, Anwar, who does Kessie plays for the Ivory Coast, right? Am I wrong or right about that? And if so, is Ivory Coast a team that goes far into the tournament? Oh, these fucking things here. Gotta get rid of that. I hope he levels up to Leao and Rebic. I really hope to see that from us. But in the meantime, we need someone who can actually change a game. Besides Leao and Iber Diaz in first 10 games, we don't really have players who change the game. That's why we need a confirmed player already balling out his life. By the way, Salamakers on the left did change the game against Empoli. He had such a fantastic game. I know you're talking in general, but against Empoli, he was like playing FIFA, guys. He was playing FIFA. Okay, you know what? This Kessie story honestly has tired me. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't care. I honestly do not care. The damage has been done. Kessie is not showing the fans. His messaging is, I want to make more money. I think other clubs can give me more money, or he's going to see what happens at the end. Maybe he's going to accept Milan at the end. I don't know. It is the way it is, and whatever. I honestly don't care. Now, if we get Renato Sanches in, guys, so we'll have to move away, but we have to get. This is what I'm saying. Like, you can't. This is what I'm saying, guys. You cannot lose Kessie and then replace him with any midfielder. Okay, you can't lose Kessie and replace him with Svenberg of Bologna. He needs to be replaced by a top level midfielder. You cannot, because then your team is going to lose way too much quality in general. You have to replace him with a top level midfielder. Today, Renato Sanches is the most realistic, and with the connections of Elliott and all that good stuff there. You replace Kessie with Renato Sanches. Okay? You replace Kessie with Verratti. You replace Kessie with Pogba. You replace Kessie with a big midfielder. You don't replace him with any midfielder. All right. Let's see what Kjaer said, guys. Senegal and Algeria are the best. The protagonists, Morocco and Egypt, second best, in my opinion. The winner will be one of these 4 countries: Algeria, Senegal, Morocco, Egypt. Yes, Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast got envisaged, but not a team. So you would expect Kessie to be back in action. Maybe January already. I mean, is Ivory Coast going to go to the quarterfinals? Are we going to get to the semifinals? Are we going to get kicked out? Tonali showed more love for the club than Kessie, and Tonali been with us less. Even if he renews, I think fans will turn on him, and he would become like another Pogba relationship with Man U. That is actually a good point. If you do look at players that kind of, were undecided about their contracts, and then they decide to renew. Pogba is a good actually example. Yes, the relationship is definitely broken. Let's see, but maybe Milan fans are more forgiven than Manchester United fans. We'll see. Honestly, guys, if he renews, I'm like, oh man, dude, it's like finally, yeah. I feel like a big weight has been taken off my shoulders. I'd be like, yes. If he renews, good. We don't need to worry about anything else. But if he doesn't, we have to replace him with a big time midfielder. Tonali. Tonali is Milan in. Milan. He's using Milan to show to the world that he belongs there. And I appreciate that. We love that. He sacrificed a portion of his salary to stay with AC Milan. And this year, his second year with AC Milan, he's honestly showing us that he could be a starter. But he's only 21. Let's give him time to grow. Let's give him space. We gave Kessie a long time. And we got to be the same with Mr. Tonali. Renato Cervi and a fit team and the Scudetto is our bitch. Renato Cervi. Well, okay. I don't. All right. Not to be contrarian to you. Our bitch, I don't know. Our bitch. But we won't lose ground. That's what I'm saying. Well, Ivory Coast qualifying was picked last of their Group 4 pool with Algeria, Equatorial Guinea, Sierra Leone, dark horse of the tournament, in my opinion. Okay, gotcha. Simon Kjaer has been a key player for AC Milan ever since his arrival in January 2023. Unfortunately, he suffered a serious injury. Okay. Vijay has become a leader of the Rossoneri. Let's get to what he says. Here it is. AC Milan is the club where I felt most comfortable, the place where my role and on and off the pitch suits me best. We are doing well, and I get a lot of confidence from the coach. A lot of support from the fans. Everything goes up into a higher entity. Wow. He's a spiritual man. Agree, but I don't know how Cherby plays. Roy, what do you think of him? Cherby is good. He's not amazing, guys. He's not amazing. He's not Kjaer. Like Kjaer is, but he's got important international experience. He played some big games. He even got an assist in the Euros against Austria. He got an assist in the Euros against Austria. I don't know who Zakaria is. But he got an assist. He plays big games, but obviously he's not a long-term project. To make the Scudetto our bitch, guys, we're not ready for that. We're not ready to make the Scudetto our bitch, but it is. We're getting close. It's getting closer. It's getting really close because soon, guys, it's going to be all big players coming in, one after the other. Every single player that is going to be joining AC Milan is going to be a player that is good. The foundation is being built for that. So, I'm gonna keep my stance on this. Milan this season can win the Scudetto, but I don't feel they're obligated to win the Scudetto. Not yet, but they can win the Scudetto. What they are obligated to do is stay in the top four. Maldini said that Milan is obligated to do that for the next 10 years. But because this is still the beginning of this journey, we're not obligated to win the Scudetto this year. But next year, I think yes. I think next year, from the third year onwards, yes, I think you would be obligated. It'd be an obligation. Like you are fighting to be a top contender. Your mercato is to be number one in Italy, and you're playing to be number one from year 3 onwards. Then if you don't make it, it's because other teams did really well. Okay, fine. But you're going in saying, yes, we are top contenders for the Scudetto. This season, we're not that. We're just a step below that. But we can definitely fight for the Scudetto. And we've seen this. I've seen this with my own eyes in 1999. Even though that Milan was kicking ass, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. And all of a sudden, that last day, you're in front of everybody else. Guys, take care. Hey, later, bro. They will be huge developments next week. Hopefully, Kessie saga will be over. Now we can focus on strengthening our team. I'll see you around later, bro. Reports are saying Inter made an offer for Bremer, cash plus player exchange for the 25 million rated Bremer. Damn, 25 million for Bremer, bro. That's way too much. Milan directors are not panicking about Kessie. He's not likely to renew, and the plan has been made for his departure. Pobega and Yassine Ali are ready. We need a left-footed right winger. Olufemi, but we need a midfielder in January. Pobega is not joining Milan in January. I don't see that happening because that means that Torino has to get a midfielder. Torino has a deal with Milan. They signed a contract. I don't think there's anywhere in the contract that says Pobega can leave in January. And same thing with Yassine Adil. Now, the thing is this, that when people report Adil Pobega, they're saying Milan, some reports have said Milan are thinking of trying to bring back Adil back in January. But this is not for sure because it's a contract between two parties. They both have to agree. So Milan can't just say, you know what, I'm going to bring Adil back into January. They can't do that. They can't do that. So what is going to most likely happen is Milan is going to buy a great midfielder, and that's going to be the replacement for Kessie. And then if Kessie stays until the end of the summer, you have Renato Sanches and Kessie playing together? Yes, sir. Okay, then maybe the Scudetto can become our bitch already. You have both Renato Sanches and Kessie playing from February all the way to the summer, and then Kessie moves on. Ali comes back in. Pobega comes back in. Okay, now we're talking. Guys, call me delusion, but I actually prefer Cherby than Botman at the moment in the Scudetto hunt. Well, Botman is more of a prospect, obviously. Acerbi is more of someone that is ready, right? He knows what it's like to play football in Italy. Newcastle's been doing so bad that they will spend a lot this winter break, I think, to stay in the league. Right. Someone said 150 million or something, some crazy shit like that. All right, let's see what Kjaer was saying. The family thrives. Milan is a fantastic city, and since the early years of my career, I've dreamed of playing for this club. They always say that. I wonder if it's true. Already in Palermo, I told my agent that one day I will play for AC Milan. Okay. I do want to say that ever since I saw him at Palermo, I always thought he was a fantastic defender because he just had this personality of like being a piece of shit. He's just a piece of shit. The pieces fell into place for me with the move to Milan 2 years ago. They picked me up for a leadership role in a young team. We have got the club back to the top and also back into the Champions League. And personally, I have probably from day one played my best football in my career. I think so. I haven't seen him play in other places. On his injury, unfortunately, I ended the year by getting a serious knee injury. It's the first of its kind in my career, and it's tough, of course, but it's also part of football. And now that it's happened, I will come back. Maybe a little cliched, but true. Even stronger than before than the injury. All right. Yeah, I don't see why not. He should be able to come back and play at his best. Unfortunately, for next season. When Milan will be obligated to win this Scudetto. All right. Let's see if we got Lyart coming in here. Oh, well. Okay. Let's see. Whatever. Did we miss anything? I think that's everything, guys. That's everything. Let's see. We had a Oh, these freaking ads. We got Rohit. Rohit wrote an article. Let's do a review of Rohit's article. How about that? AC Milan ended the year with an important 4-2 win against Empoli, putting them back in second place as Napoli lost to Spezia. RossonARI had a total of 5 players missing, including Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Sam and Kjaer. It was a big test for Stefano Pioli and his men, who were a bit under the cosh, having only bagged 2 wins in the 6 games prior. Down below is tactical analysis. Let's go through the tactical analysis and let's see what he says. Milan started with the unusual lineup, with Pioli starting Kessie as the number 10, and postulated by Gazzetta dello Sport report this was to nullify Empoli, vital cog in the... Yeah, right. Correct. We saw Kessie do that, trying to take out Ricci out of the game. Did you guys really think it worked, though? I don't know. I don't think I really liked Kessie in that role. Milan's pressing was semi-effective in the first half, with Empoli creating neat passing combinations and getting past the middle third of the field. But their chance creation was very poor. True. How Milan poor pressing at times did create lots of space between the lines, which players like Barami would exploit. Yes, it is definitely one thing that I definitely had to say about Empoli. The way they were just playing through us was very impressive. Very impressed with how Empoli just played through us like that. Having a midfield diamond, Ricci step back, dictated play where the midfielder one of the sides dropped. Yeah, we saw that. Correct. Okay. Pretty good so far. The thing is, most of us think as if the management are making a move to win the Serie A. I think they only care if a team is good enough to make it top first. Only defenders coming. A defender and a midfield, Majidin. The midfielder is definitely coming. 100%. 100%. There's no way. There's no 2 ways about it. No 2 ways about it. Empoli had a 3-1-4-2 shape when they had the ball, where one fullback stayed back. Okay, yeah. I mean, really, there wasn't really much to see as far as what Milan did. It was from a tactical perspective, it wasn't, it was what it was, whatever. But I don't like Kessie in that role. I don't like him in that role. I really don't. I don't like him in that role. Let's see. Good point. In January, for the midfield, we're going to do Maytech kind of deal. Our starting mid will be Krunic and Thought. Guys, come on. Olufemi. Our starting midfield will be Krunic and Tonali. Bruh. I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say. I don't think we're going to do a Meta kind of deal. I think we're going to do an important deal. We have to. We have to. Because what Majidin said there is true, actually. The team good enough to make the top 4. That's they need to make sure the team is good enough to make top 4. Mate knocked Barca out of the UCL. Nathan. That is fucking hilarious. Our other tournament coming up, right? Coppa Italia. I hope Polio. Is that a autocorrect? Polio. Some youth in it. Yeah, I'm sure we're going to see Maldini. We're going to see a lot of Maldini there. We're going to see Gabbia. We're going to see Kalulu for those. We're going to see Balotelli. We're going to see who else? Probably, well, I don't know. I don't know who else we Pellegrini, probably Pellegrini if he is available. Um, one second, one second, one second. Pellegrini, we urgently need to save. That's the priority. We won't spend big on the center back and mid in January. Trust me. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going to spend big, but like Renato Sanches is like 25 million. The club got 60 million cash from the sale of. Oh, Balo is out. Correct, correct. They have 60 million from the Casa Milan thing, right? They got what 40 million from the Champions League. So the team right now has the dough. The team has the dough right now. What they can do is maybe buy Renato Sanchez obligation, a loan with obligation or whatever. Give him 10 million this year, 15 million the next year. They can totally do that kind of operation with Renato Sanchez. This is why I'm so sure that it's going to happen, because the numbers are just everything is perfect. Benacer should be there. Balotelli 3 is going to AFCON. We originally need this. Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about that Kessie and what I meant with why I think Kessie in that role is wasted, Like, okay, he scored the goals. Um, he scored goals, but did he? Aside from that, like the rest of it was kind of poor, in my opinion. In my opinion, it was kind of poor. And I'm going to show you. I want to see the attacker from the B team in the cup, Italy. Which one? Nasty. Kerkez, maybe Kerkez. We're going to see a little bit of Kerkez, that guy. Let's see. All right, all right. Okay. Okay. So, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, so the whole thing with Kessie, right, is this: that when the team defends in a deep line, like here, and then you have a midfield that is here and here, and I guess let's put Messias here, and let's put Leao here, right? And you have Kessie there, and you have Giroud here. All right, so it was kind of like this, right? Not Leao. Leao wasn't playing here. Salamakers was playing here. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, when you have the team like this and they're pressing in this area here, and then they get pushed even further back, Having Kessie just roam the striker between the striker and those two walls is kind of a waste. It's kind of a waste because his strength is being in the middle of this. His strength is being in the middle of this. This is when Kessie. This is why Kessie is one of the best midfielders because of his ability to play there, to play in this position right here. How many times, guys, can you remember Kessie intercepting the ball coming from the sides? How many times does Kessie intercept the balls here? How many times? Almost always, always. And also, Kessie is quite good at getting the ball out. Now, and he wins a lot of balls here. If he is over here, you don't get that. So the teams are going to attack you deeper, like Empoli did. Empoli really pushed us, right? Pushed us and attacked us deep. So Kessie was just here waiting. The other thing is that when Kessie received the ball in this position, it wasn't too fast. It wasn't too fast the way he turned around with the ball and then progressed. He had to stop, wait, which is kind of like what a target man does. A player with a big body, with a muscular body, that's what they're supposed to do, your target man. So he did that okay, but in that position there, you have a lot of space. And Brahim Diaz there is perfect. Get the ball, turn around, run into space, bring the team, attack directly. Direct attacks hurt your opponents much worse than indirect attacks. So, as far as that goes, Kessie is definitely wasted in that position. And they did it because right now they can. We don't have Diaz is not reliable right now. Diaz right now is definitely hurting. And also not having Leal, Rebic, etc., etc., etc. So as far as that goes, that's why I prefer Diaz or rather whatever name is there. All right, guys. That's all for today. Thank you very much, guys. We will see you next time. Now that the break is on, I'm going to do probably 1 hour a day, just like this. Just go over the news items of the day and talk some shit. And then we'll get back to our regular schedule. Trying to keep it going even during this period. So having said that, guys, thank you very much. Alla prossima. Actually, Laet might do another stream later on in about 2 hours. Maybe we can do an open line session. Having said that, have a good day. Forza Milan. See you later. Bye.